Okay, here we are with the more assembled version of things that you're now seeing. What I got here is just a little DIY kit that I put together from Lowe's, so bits and pieces that I picked up over at Lowe's. Bottom there is a 4-inch piece of PVC, a couple of end caps, some mollies that run through it to hold everything together, and then a couple of bubbles that are out of a level that I just simply glued onto the top so you can get it leveled out. Same as what you saw yesterday, except now what we have is just some drumsticks thrown on there for some weight and that kind of stuff. Also, I'll lift it off here. I've been holding it this whole time. You can also see then underneath, there we go, it just has a standard quick release, right, that then hooks into the top here. So it makes it just dirt simple to install. So you basically just bring it down, clip it in, and you can see that thing's freewheeling right now because I have it disabled, and it just locks. And so now it's all locked into place. Idea here then is, come over here, you can see the levels, be able to level it as you see fit. I'm going to go ahead and swing that thing around to simulate, okay, I just basically set it up to be at 0 elevation and set it up to point it north, so 0 on the azimuth. And then here you can see, still haven't skinned the 5 volt versus 12 volt, so I'm still running a 12 volt stepper motor in this version of things. Got some more futzing to do with slide that one out of the way. That motor, which is supposed to be a 540 step 5 volt, but God for the life of me, I can't get that thing to light up. So anyways, I got this all set up here, and so it runs over here. You've got one that runs the Arduino, and then you've got a little 12 volt power supply there that basically is running the stepper motor. And then I will bring you over to ye old iPad that is basically connected wirelessly into the Arduino that you have there. And all I'm going to do here is punch in some stuff that I already had teed up. So run this thing, it says azimuth 180 and elevation of 45, and I will move over here, back up a bit there, hit go, and oh, and isn't it always this way? Right when you hit go, it of course decides not to go. There it goes. Took a moment there. So now that the thing's reestablished the connection here, let me go back, and let's say we wanted to do 90 and 22. And then we wanted to go back and do what's called a reset. So at this point, I'll try to move this. You'll see it's stiff, right? And that's because I've got current running on that stepper motor, so it holds it in place. This thing's run off the potentiometer, so that holds it in place. So basically, it's surprisingly rigid. But let's say it gets out of whack or something like that. You want to go back and do a reset. Basically, all this does is drive it back to what it believes to be 0, 0, and freeze this up then, so you can then basically just point it to north again using a compass, and then once you have it done. My thought is I'm going to probably mount a little compass, one of those little tiny ones that like out of a keychain kind of thing, right here at the front, and then I think it's pretty much a one-stop shop. But that's pretty much it. I'm going to do a bit of work here to start actually fabricating a DIY Yagi to attach to this thing, probably center balance so that it'll actually behave better in terms of you won't get as much wiggle out of it with the front and rear weight being the same on them. But other than that, I'm probably putting on a bigger mounting plate to be able to attach this. I think I pretty much have a solution, so I'm going to start wiring this into ProSat and go out and have some fun with tracking some satellites and see how that part works.